ask you a couple of your teammates earlier. Isaiah referred to you as a smaller version of Olivier, and I wondered what you thought of that.
I mean, that's a compliment. Honestly, Olivier is a really skilled player, and obviously he's 7 foot. I'm 6'9", 6'10". So I mean, Olivier could really shoot it. Very versatile. So honestly, I don't take that in any offense. I honestly think that's a compliment. Obviously being an older guy and just his knowledge for the game and his ability to rebound and block shots that's all there. So.
And Jacob Toppin, he talked about you being a tough guy and bringing energy. And I've also heard people say you're kind of a blue collar guy. What do you think of that?
That's definitely true. Definitely just try to like mix things up and attack the glass and just play with a lot of energy, because sometimes that's half the battle. If just to try to get your team going, and if somebody's doesn't bring the energy, I could if they see me playing hard and chasing loose rebounds and doing all the little stuff, it just rubs off on the team in a positive way. So that's kind of what I do.
All right. Next, we're going to go to Larry Vaughts, and then Marlena. I'll go to you after that.
Yeah, Lance, could you just talk a little bit about your offensive game? We've heard a lot about your energy and your rebounding and things like that. Tell us a little bit about how you would describe your offensive game.
Mid-post, catching face-up game. All depends kind of who's guarding me. I'm getting stronger, so I have a little bit of a back to the basket game, jump hooks and all that. But just trying to make one move and just try to get by my defender and finish at the rim. And if they sag off a little bit, I could definitely hit the jumper. But just try to be in a lot of pick and pop situations and pick and rolls and just keep going to the rim and just stuff like that.
And how comfortable do you feel with your role in the offense right now?
I feel comfortable with my pick and pop game and just being able to comfortable to be able to shoot it when I get it. I spent a lot of time in the gym with Tony Barbie and just trying to get my jump shot where it needs to be. So it's something I'm constantly improving every night. So I mean, when I put in the work, obviously I build confidence in it. So I feel confident.
Thanks.
All right. So next we'll go to Marlena Rodriguez. Go ahead, Marlena.
Hey, Lance. What's up? Good morning. Nice to meet you. So season is around the corner, as we know. It's going to come in very, very fast. But during these crazy times, how do you think it'll be when season starts with not a full crowd of fans, how it normally is? Because Big Blue Nation usually comes in packs.
I think that we'll obviously have to make up with our team energy. So it's going to be harder for us to, we can't feed off the crowd as much. So we're just going to have to be locked in together as a team so we could give that extra energy that, that we normally get from the crowd. But with this group of guys, honestly, that'll be easy because we're all so excited to be get out and play. And we have a lot of energetic guys in this team. So I don't really see a problem. I know it's not going to be the same, but we got to make do.
Go back to Jerry Tipton. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, Lance, I wondered, as I understand it, Hameed Diallo was on the same AAU team or played for the same as you did. I assume you didn't play together, but I'm wondering if maybe you leaned on him for advice or,
Honestly, I really didn't know. I really didn't know him. He kind of played when I don't think I was with the organization yet when he was there. But, I mean, I definitely used to watch his highlight tapes and all that stuff when he was in high school and playing with the New York Reds. And then I did see him come to Kentucky. But I really don't know him that well. But, yeah.
What'd you think of the tapes, when you watched him play?
I mean, I think everybody sees the same thing. He's a mega athlete, especially in high school. He was dunking everything and, he was getting wherever he wanted to. And just to see his game kind of change, been cool.
All right, so we're going to go to Aiden Alperstein next, and then Larry, I'll come back to you.
Hey, Lance. So what part of your game do you think has transitioned the most, that you worked over the summer a lot in order to be able to have the most success that you can at Kentucky this season?
Honestly, my jump shot. I've been in the gym countless hours trying to, just get my form better and just fix a whole bunch of little things that I have with my jump shot. So I'm trying to extend my range some. So, I mean, it's gone way better, and I can see that the work that I've been putting in is paying off. So that's probably one of the biggest things that I'm seeing a change in my game. And probably just some like little stuff, like little technical stuff with just like trying to read the ball when it comes off the rim and just, trying to get to know my players, my teammates, so I can know kind of where their misses are. So it could just stuff like that, this little stuff.
All right, Larry, coming back to you.
Lance, what was it about Kentucky that made you want to be part of this program?
Honestly, Coach Cal and just being able to see what he's done with a whole bunch of guys. I mean, Kentucky is a great place, and this atmosphere, obviously, due to COVID, it might not be the same. But, I mean, just the atmosphere of this, the fans, the coaching staff, and just being able to see that Cal knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. So I just felt like it was a good situation for me.
How much did some of the guys you're going to get to play with, how much did that factor into your decision to go ahead and pick Kentucky?
I think I was one of the first ones to commit here. I think I was probably like maybe the first out of the three. Like, I think I was the third person to commit. I think BJ and somebody else commit before me. But I kind of was playing that role of trying to help people, do the come commit here. But, I mean, honestly, Kentucky kind of sold itself to me. I didn't really need any players to tell me anything, because I knew what Coach Cal can do for all of us. And that's kind of why we all came here.
All right, Marlena, I'm going to come back to you, and then Jerry, you got after that.
So we talked about, obviously, the alum that was here prior, that also Coach Cal, played a big part. You see AD and Tyler Hero on these big moments. With those players, have you been able to reach out to any of the alum for advice or find out what to expect playing here?
I mean, I haven't reached out for any advice, but I've seen, obviously, their game has just been – I watched a lot of highlights of all those guys, whether they were here and, earlier in the NBA career. And I could just see that most of them are ready right away when they go to the NBA. So, but, I mean, kind of with Cal, like, you kind of know what you're going to get. He's kind of the same every day. He's going to, like, he holds you accountable. So I think that's what most people would say, that he's going to hold you accountable no matter who you are. And he's going to hold you accountable. I mean, I think that's probably the most advice that somebody could give us.
Yeah, totally. And also talking about pro days like around the corner. What are you hoping to share and show them to separate yourself?
Honestly, that how active I am, obviously my athleticism, my jump shots, my ability to move my feet, rebound, block shots, and just all that good stuff.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, and just a reminder, guys, you got questions, use the raise hands feature. Jerry, we'll go to you.
Yeah, Lance, I spoke to Coach Borman the other day, and he said I should ask you what you were into before you got into basketball. He said that he didn't remember exactly what it was, but he thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't used to play basketball too much. I used to like the sports I used to play growing up a lot. I used to be on the swim team, and I used to play baseball. But kind of like that was earlier in my childhood. But then I stopped really doing anything. I just used to play a lot of video games, like all the time. I never wanted to go outside. Kind of just was stuck in the house for hours at a time and just playing video games with my friends all day.
What got you into basketball? What moved you in that direction?
So, like, I'm not going to say I never picked up a basketball. Like, I always just, like, my friends was like, let's go to the court and shoot. I was like, all right, cool. I'm the tallest kid out there, so I might be a little bit better than everybody else. But one day, my dad and my dad's friend, he took me to see my kind of, you can say my mentor now, Purvis Ellison. And it kind of started there. We did a little workout, and I kind of been working with him and in contact with him ever since to this day. So that's kind of what, what helped me get sparked and, felt the love for the game.
All right, we'll go to Jack Pilgrim with Kentucky Sports Radio.
Coach Brunson said, I interviewed him at Hoop Hall. He said that if Kentucky fans are expecting a guy that comes in and to average 20 points a game, that you got the wrong dude, that, you provide so much, elsewhere in terms of being a junkyard dog and kind of having that high motor. And then talking to Coach Borman as well, he said there will never be a game that you go out there and leave the box score empty, that you're always going to provide something. And what does it mean to you that you kind of have that reputation as a guy that you don't need the ball in your hand, you don't need to be the star player every time you step on the floor, but your coaches rely on you and trust you to at least make an impact in some sort of fashion, that you kind of have that reputation as that junkyard dog, going to make an impact in some way?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like a lot of success in other people that are like known for their defense. Draymond Green is kind of like a perfect example. Like, he's done all the little things. People don't like him. His fans like him, but other fans don't like him. He's just gonna, mix stuff up, grab rebounds, and kind of something that like I've seen, like, it's not a lot of kids that or players that want to do that anymore. Everybody wants to be, go get 30 points and go get 50 points and, all about scoring. Not saying that I don't want to score, because nobody wants to just run around all day and not score at all. But I don't need the ball in my hands to score. So I can go tell somebody to shoot the ball, and then that's like a pass to me. I mean, Kyle says that all the time. Just think about every time one of these guys shoot, they're passing it to you, just to, just have that knack for the ball, and just, I just kind of take pride in that, because a lot of people don't.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go with John Hare with the Courier Journal.
Hey, Lance, I'm curious, given that you're from the same area, did you know Kareem Watkins before he got to the team? And if so, what should we expect from him as a player?
Yeah, I did know Kareem before he's gotten on the team. I've known him for a few years now. Kareem is you could kind of say he's like the same as me. He's like, every time I seen him play, picks up the ball full court, brings defense to the team, a lot of energy. Same thing as me, honestly. He's going to play hard. He's going to fight. He's, never going to back down from nothing. So tough kid. All that ability to, get in the lane, because he's super quick, super fast. Probably going to be one of the fastest guys on the team.
Okay, we'll go with Jeff Drummond next. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Lance, kind of a follow-up on your question you got earlier about the video games. Now with certain schools, there's like esports programs. Was there ever a possibility that you would have headed in that direction with your video gaming? And did you have like a favorite game or platform that you liked?
Yeah, I didn't. Honestly, I just found out about that stuff kind of recently, but I played in tournaments with my brother and stuff. I think I'm above average player. I'm definitely the best on the team at video games, just because I've played the most. And definitely during quarantine, I've been playing a whole bunch. But I never thought about that. But I kind of just play for fun. And nowadays, I don't get to play as much as I used to in high school, because I just don't have that much time. When I leave the gym, I'm either going to sleep or have class or something. But I never really thought about that. And my favorite games to play are probably like Call of Duty and 2K. And Call of Duty is like a war game. And obviously 2K is basketball. And I play on the PS4. Hopefully, I'm going to get the PS5 pretty soon.
All right, so we're going to circle back to some follow-ups. Aiden, we'll come to you, and then Marlena, you got after that.
So despite playing at the college level, you're playing for Coach Cal now. Do you find any extra pressure while playing for him rather than playing for your coach at Camden and all the other ones you've played for on the EYBL?
Definitely not at Camden. If anybody knows Rick Brunson, he's crazy. He holds me accountable, just kind of like Cal holds me accountable. And that's kind of one of the biggest blessings that I've had, was him, becoming my new coach for my senior year, because he just gave me so much knowledge and, just held me accountable. I was never used to that. With some of my other coaches, I might be able to just like, I don't feel like it. Or if I do something that, wasn't 100%, they wouldn't call me on it. But every time, if I want 98%, Rick will call me on it, be like, that's not all you have. And it just kind of made me to a better person. And honestly, that's kind of what helped me. And even with, Coach Borman and the whole New York Ren staff, they held me accountable. We had a really good team, and the players held each other accountable. So that's kind of what helped on the EYBL circuit. But I mean, Rick Brunson was the main person that kind of held me accountable and got me ready for this next level.
And going off that, do you find that your practice intensity is, say, at 100% every time you step on the floor now playing at Kentucky?
Definitely, because it's kind of like something that was expected. And like I said, Coach Brunson, he kind of instilled that in me just in a short year, not even a year, just a few months. He's kind of got my whole mindset to change. And so I kind of have to bring it to practice, and everybody has to bring it to practice because Kyle doesn't accept anything less.
Hey guys, we got about 3 minutes left here with Lance. Marlena, I'm going to go to you, and then I'll circle back to Larry and Jerry, and then we'll see where we're at.
So these group of guys, we could already see like via social media that you guys are turning into like a big family already like so quickly. But going back to gaming, without dissing any of your other guys, who's the best gamer on the team? I know you said, but how would you rank them 1 to 3?
1 to 3. So if we're playing Call of Duty, it would have to be Terrence and Isaiah. They're pretty close. And then Dev would probably be the third. So without me in there, Terrence and Isaiah are number 1 or number 2. Those can change. And then probably Devin Askew, number 3.
All right. And then also for your real family, how has it been for them seeing you in this position and going through the motions right now?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're excited. We kind of been working for this, and they know how much time that I've put in to get here, and honestly, how much they've helped me. So I FaceTime my family probably every day. I'm on the phone with my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and my nieces. Just trying to talk to them and just, because I really can't come see me due to COVID. So, I mean, they're proud of me. I know that for a fact. Everybody in my family is proud of me.
All right, Larry, one to you.
Yeah, just wondering, Lance, does this mean now that you've made Purvis a Kentucky fan?
I think so. I think he is a Kentucky fan now. I hope so. I mean, I wouldn't like him to be a Louisville fan. It might be a problem.
And what's the best advice he would continue to give you right now?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Some advice that he continues to give me is and just work hard. He said he just keeps on telling me, like, just get in the gym. Everything's gonna go how you want it if you just keep on working. And that's kind of been the advice he's been giving me since I met him. I mean, I really haven't taken a day off with seeing that guy when I was in probably from 9th grade, 8th grade to probably 11th grade. I probably seen him every day, like literally every day. So like just work hard and just keep on going, even when you don't want to. He said just keep on going.
All right, we'll end it off with Jerry Tipton. Hold on a sec, Jerry. Trying to help you there.
Oh,
Try again.
how about now?
There you go.
Okay, good. Yeah, Lance, I'm wondering how old you were and how tall you were when your father and your father's friend sounds like kind of steered you to basketball.
Yeah, I don't remember. I might have been in 7th grade. I don't know how old you are in 7th grade. So I was around that 7th grade. Not too old. I might have been around maybe like 6'3", 6'4". I don't know. It just feels like forever ago. I'm playing back that day in my head, and it just feels like forever. So I mean, I was a decent size though, but probably like super uncoordinated. Probably just super tall kid. I really wasn't good. So Yeah.
Why'd you stick with it if you were super uncoordinated and not very good?
Honestly, I see myself get better the next day. Like I went to the gym the first day, probably did a drill, probably didn't make any layups or anything. And then I came back the next day and I had 4 layups, and then I just kept on seeing myself get better. And then I was just like, whoa, like this is fun. It's kind of better than playing video games. And I just see myself getting better. So it just kind of gives me an incentive to keep on going back.
Thanks.